How to build an email list from scratch, 0 to 100,000 subscribers. Look, have you been trying to build your email list but like nobody's signing up, nobody's getting on the list? Well, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to give you 10 tips on how you can build your email list up to 100,000 people or more. And we're starting right now. Hey, don't forget to subscribe before we get started. Hit that button down there, give me a thumbs up if you would, and don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every single time I do a new video or I go live. Now let's jump right into this. We don't want to waste any time. I want you to start building your list, and the quicker you do it, the better. And that's the first thing I want to tell you is don't wait, man. Don't wait. In the beginning I waited and I didn't build my email list. I was really sorry later. Now here's the important thing about an email list. Did you know it costs you 5 times as much to add somebody to your email list than it does to just keep them on the list? So the first thing we want to do is keep them on the list. Okay, we don't want to lose any subscribers. You want to focus on long-term retention of your subscribers, and the best way you're going to do that is provide them with good content. Okay, you can't just always ask them to buy something from you or you're going to lose subscribers. Number one, you want to create a personalized CTA or call to action. So on every page that somebody's on your website, it should be a personalized thing. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a blog. In one particular blog you're talking about camping, okay, and you're talking about surviving in the woods. You may want to have a pop-up on that page or a place on that page where it gives them 10 tips to survive in the wilderness or 10 tips for camping in the Midwest or whatever it is. But that pop-up, that opt-in, should be specific to whatever that article is. Now you may say, well, JR, I don't have opt-ins, I don't have PDFs to do all these things. Man, I recommend you just go over to something like textbroker.com, you outline what you want, and you have somebody write some of these PDFs for you. I mean, you can get these done for maybe $10 or $20, 8 steps on a PDF that's 2 pages long, and for 50 or $100, you could have 5 or 10 of these that you could use in your website and as downloads and lead magnets to really help you build your list. And number 2, since we're talking about pop-ups and all this stuff, make sure you have one for every single page of your website. You don't want to miss a single opportunity. It's like, where do you want to get subscribers from? Just these 3 pages or all the pages on your website? So make sure you create a pop-up or an opt-in for every single page on your website. Okay, now here's an example I want to show you that Digital Marketer did, and they actually did a case study for retargeting. For this experiment, what they actually did is they introduced a pop-up ad to returning visitors only. Okay, so these are people that had already been on the site, which appeared to the visitor after 15 seconds of being on the site. They made sure that this pop-up didn't show up for someone who just came to the page for the first time, in which case they were already signed up. Okay, so what they did is they put this pop-up in here. They noticed that people who had already been to the page that they retargeted this did a whole lot better than just having a pop-up on the page. Now you can see they also put meaningful content there. Get the ultimate digital marketing toolbox. Yes, I want all the free tools. No, my business is already perfect. Okay, so nobody could really answer no, my business is perfect. Number 3, create a timed pop-up survey. Start to survey your customers. People love surveys, they love taking them, and the thing is they feel like they're really included when you put a survey on there. Pop-up surveys do great. University of Alberta put this particular survey on here. It says, you seem interested in Alberta news. Would you like to sign up for a daily news email? This one here did amazing. Okay, and this would pop up after about 10 seconds that they were on the actual site. Number 4, use humor or sarcasm in your CTA. Now I like this one here. It was really pretty cool. It says I always pause and laugh when I see a CTA with a small "no thanks, I don't want to lose weight" button underneath the prominent "yes, sign me up" link. It reminds me that there's a person behind that button, and while it's meant to be a joke, okay, it also incentivizes me to not hesitate before clicking "no thanks." It's easy to say no when the CTA sign up says for no more emails. Okay, that's pretty easy to do, but it's harder to say no to losing weight or getting rich. I like this one right here. It says, get our on-site retargeting guide. Yes, send me the guide. No, my business isn't important. Okay, so it's kind of funny, but it actually works a whole lot better if you interject a little bit of that humor, a little bit of that sarcasm. Number 5, describe value in your CTA. Okay, if you make it something really important, if you say it's exclusive or it's a one-time only, something along those lines, you're much more likely to get opt-ins, as opposed to saying sign up or subscribe. You want to change it up. You want to change it to things like, I don't download, featured, exclusive access, stuff like that, that's going to make them feel like it really is important. So you could say something like, download our exclusive limited time book now. Okay, that means so much more than get the book or sign up or something along those lines. This here will have a lot more impact. Now, next thing is use social media. Pitch your email newsletter in social media. Let people know you have something like that. A lot of times people don't do that. They want to get them over to the website to sign up for something. What if you had a sign up on social media where all they had to do is click and they could actually sign up right there? Now, even if you don't have a huge following, any following could get some signups, and what we're talking about is incremental increases in those subscribers, which ultimately is going to help you build your list. Number 7, this is pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't do it. Create more landing pages. Okay, if you got more landing pages, if you got more places for people to go to, if you have more opt-ins, if you have more PDFs, okay, lead magnets, you're obviously going to get more people on your list. I see too many sites that will have 1 or 2 opt-ins or 1 or 2 downloads you can get, and that's it. What if you had 20 downloads and they hit a whole bunch of different areas, and all these different areas could draw in new people for your list. Number 8, encourage everyone to sign up immediately. Okay, it could be a limited time offer. I'm only doing this for a week. I'm doing this for the next 72 hours. Sign up now, download now, make it urgent. Okay, to where a lot of people will just put stuff off. They'll go, yeah, maybe I'll sign up for that later. But if you put in there that it's going away, that it's a limited time offer, you're going to get a whole lot more signups. Number 9, you want to include a CTA or call to action on your About Us page. Now, a lot of people don't do much on their About Us page. You click on it and there's a paragraph or 2 about the company or about the founder or something like that, and that's all there is there. But that page there is so very important, because that's where people are going to learn about your company, learn about your brand, learn about your products. And if they go there and then there's a pop-up where they're going to get something free, that's where you're building your relationship. Think about it as the first date, right? The first date, you want to have a good impression. So when they go to that About Us page, make sure you've got some type of pop-up or opt-in in there too. Too many sites, and you can check this yourself. You can go around to a lot of business sites. Almost none of them have a pop-up on that site. Almost none of them have an opt-in on that page, that About Us page. It's crazy. Number 10, try interactive boxes. Now, this can be a scroll box, this can be a timed box. I don't like, personally, when I go to a web page, as soon as I get there, a pop-up pops up and it blocks what I was trying to read. That's irritating to me. And it also doesn't allow me to consume some of their information. Now, think about this. If they're consuming some of your information, then they're getting to know your company, they're starting to like your company, and they're spending some time on that relationship. So you don't want that pop-up to immediately happen. Okay, that's just not a good thing. What you want to do is you want to have a timed one. So after they've read for 15 seconds or 20 seconds, whatever you determine, then you can have that pop-up opt-in offering them something exclusive and great. Or it can also be a scroll pop-up, to where as they scroll down, the further they get, maybe it's 50%, maybe it's 75% of your page, that's when the pop-up happens. Now, if you don't have the ability to do this, I would suggest using something like Kartra. Kartra is amazing. It's one of the best marketing softwares I think I've ever seen. It's one of the few softwares I even talk about. I am an affiliate for Kartra, but I use Kartra. Matter of fact, all my marketing is done through Kartra, and you will find a link in the description below if you want to watch a video on Kartra and all the things it does. It does pop-ups, it does emails, it does funnels, it does sales pages, it does memberships, it does it all in one place for a whole lot cheaper than you could do that by trying to Frankenstein together a bunch of different pieces of software. So it makes it really easy for you to do these pop-ups and these opt-ins without having to have other software to do it. So all in all, there's not one particular thing that you can do to improve your subscriber base, but there's many things, and that's a good thing, because if there was only one thing and you had to be really good at that one thing, then it would be tough to improve what you're doing. But I just gave you 10 things you can do. 10 things. If you only did 5 of these, you're going to improve your opt-in ratio. But imagine if you did all 10. Just put them all into practice. Tell yourself, you know what, I want to build this list. I know the list is important. I'm going to go ahead and take what JR said, and I'm just going to go ahead and do these things. Now, the reason most people don't do all these things is it's overwhelming to them. They go, wow, that's a lot of stuff to do. That would take me forever. I don't have time to sit down and do all that. Maybe I'll do that next month. Maybe I'll do that next week. Maybe I'll do that next year. here's what you do. You pick one of the things. You list the 10 things I gave you. You pick one of the things and you incorporate that onto your website. Okay, and then maybe next week you pick another one of the things, and in 10 weeks, guess what, you've got them all incorporated. So don't think of it as all these things you have to do right now. Think of it as a bunch of different pieces, individual pieces. And if you think of it that way, it makes it less daunting, less overwhelming for you to do. And when you take it in small pieces like this, you get it done. And that's probably true with everything you do. Okay, take everything in small pieces, but just make sure you're moving forward. If you say it's too much work to do, I'll have to put it off, I can't do any of it right now, that's the wrong attitude. Never say I can't do any of it. You can always do some of something, whether it's eating better. Maybe you can't change all your meals, maybe you're not going to eat all perfect meals, but maybe you could change one meal a week or one meal a day. Maybe you can't exercise an hour a day, but maybe you could get up and walk around the block for 15 minutes. Okay, so it's all those small incremental changes that's going to make all the difference in the world. Now I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some good information out of it. If so, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there, and don't forget also, this is so important, turn on bell notifications. If you don't turn on bell notifications, I feel so sorry for you. You're gonna miss out. Even if you subscribe, I won't be able to tell you when I do new video. Even if you subscribe, I won't be able to tell you when I go live. So all you got to do is click that bell, turn on all notifications, and then you'll know. Now if that button's red down there, that subscribe button, it's because you haven't done it yet. You got to do it, you got to get on it, you got to click that button, turn on bell notifications. All kidding aside, thanks so much guys. I really appreciate you listening to this video. If I can help you in any way, put your comments below. Any questions you may have about building your list or making money online, that's all this channel is about, and I really do want to help you. I appreciate you listening. And there's also a course down there. It's a $97 course. For a limited time, I'm giving it away absolutely free. All you gotta do is opt in for that course. It's free. It's just click and learn, no credit card required. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.